surprise turn of events. Mnangagwa last night decided to summon the parliament. Remember, the parliament was supposed to reconvene on the 7th of July 2020. And Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, according to reliable sources, he thought 7th July is far away. It looks from the onset he wants this constitutional amendment bill, as unlawful as the process has been, to be rolled out quickly as possible. And remember, he is also fighting against pressures that are exerted to his faction by the other faction of retired General Chiwenga. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So this is the gazette that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa issued. I'm yet to find out whether this is a lawful activity, because in my view, this can be interpreted as executive overreach, whereby the parliament is supposed to be a separate entity. Just imagine when it is summoned by the president who happens to be the beneficiary of this illegal process that Zimbabweans have been crying over and protesting on, now summons the parliament that is expected to quick fix, in fact, to quicken the process of unconstitutionality. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So this is the gazette that was gazetted yesterday, and it says National Assembly summoned Notice 1003 of 2026 Constitution of Zimbabwe. Notice given in terms of Section 110 2C of the Constitution. Pursuant to Section 110, 2C of the Constitution of Zimbabwe, His Excellency the President Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa has summoned the National Assembly to sit on Tuesday, 30th of June 2026 at 14:15 hours. The summoning of the National Assembly is meant to enable the National Assembly to consider the Constitution of Zimbabwe Amendment Number 3 Bill, HB 1B 2026. All members of the National Assembly must therefore attend the extraordinary sitting of the National Assembly Parliament on Tuesday, 30th of June 2026 at 14:15 hours. So this is the notice that has been issued by the office of the president in Zimbabwe, and one wonders why so fast. Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa definitely is under pressure. There is a lot that is going on behind the scenes. Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, this is actually signs of panic in my view. This is apart from, for Mnangagwa, he would stop at nothing, even if it means undertaking executive overreach. He is surrounded by very, very poor advisors. I don't think even he has good legal advisors as well as political advisors, and I don't think how he sees the damage that he is causing. But all this may, in my view, quicken his exit from the office, which is imminent. Remember, numerous actually threats have been actually sent to Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and one thing that Mnangagwa tries to avoid at all costs Of course, we see death of military personnel who played an instrumental role during the 2017 military coup in Zimbabwe. But what you will notice is that when war veterans speak, they speak also from the soil of Zimbabwe, or from the land of Zimbabwe, like Ruben Zulu and others. When they speak, Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa doesn't say anything. These are people within the borders of of Zimbabwe, rather, not Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and they have given the parliament a 72-hour ultimatum. And also, I wonder, because the parliament has an ally of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, that is Jacob Mutenda. Does this mean that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa does not have confidence on Jacob Mutenda? Because what he is doing could have been done so easily and adhered to if Jacob Mutenda summoned the parliament. Was Jacob Mutenda facing some form of resistance leading to him stepping forward so that he will try to force everyone to be in parliament? Remember also, ZANU-PF is said to be investigating some of the members of parliament who initially did not attend the illegal constitutional amendment bill number 3 voting process. And these include the current minister, who was the then Minister of Information and Publicity, Jennifer Muswere, is part of the individuals that were being investigated as to why they did not present themselves to Parliament, leading to Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa being saved by the members of the Citizens Coalition for Change. Now, this activity of Parliament will happen, in fact, when the 72-hour ultimatum that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa has been given by war veterans, it would have lapsed by the moment this sitting would be sitting. And there may be a lot of things happening in between. I hope we have someone who could actually explain to us at this critical moment, especially from the other faction, as to what exactly is happening. It is indeed extraordinary moments in Zimbabwe at the moment. Very, very tense moments. Remember, retired General Chiwenga, on the other hand, is still, whenever he gets the public platform, is still standing on what he has been saying for the longest period of time against corruption. We've seen corruption being the center stage during the parliament as well as the Senate voting process. I think Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa standing up to override the current Speaker of Parliament in terms of summoning the members of Parliament to, if you look, the 30th of June as well as the 7th of July, they are not far apart, but to Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, that seems like years before he could actually decisively conclude this illegal constitutional amendment bill number 3 of 2026. It is said that, according to the sources, Mnangagwa, the main reason behind this, he wants to get this constitutional amendment bill passed as soon as possible. Remember, what is critical for Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is to get his term extended, is to make the terms to be long. That is 7 years. That is whatever the Senate has taken away, which does not touch these issues. And also, it is to reduce as much as possible the powers of the military. And if these critical components of the bill are still in place, to him, he has no problem. So there is definitely tension that is happening behind the scene, propelling Emerson Mnangagwa to move with speed and to exhibit some desperation traits that is not even trusting his allies at this moment of time in terms of pushing the illegal constitutional amendment bill 3 of 2026, Mtenda appears not to be doing the job very, very well as Emerson Mnangagwa anticipated. Remember also, you cannot trust individuals like Jacob Mtenda. The mere fact that war veterans are addressing him at the moment when they are supposed to really defend Emerson Mnangagwa. And as such, this may be the reasons that are propelling Emerson Mnangagwa to quicken this process as much as possible. So we'll be putting our fingers across as the parliament is being forced on the 30th. It is supposed to reconvene, and the intention is to actually make the process of this illegal constitutional amendment bill number 3 of 2026 to be done as fast as possible. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send the stars.